we go to Gavin Newsom is a moron.
That is true.
In front of a group of black voters in Atlanta, the governor of California said,
No!
"You know what? I don't know what you've heard, but here are the facts. You can't read or write.
Hold up.
You don't know what a computer is.
Wait a minute.
And SAT scores, they're so low, like mine.
What?
You know, I'm just like you."
No, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. Stop.
I'm Jazz Barganzo, and this, basically telling black Americans, you're fucking stupid.
Fuck you.
Let that sink in. But it's what's next. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Jazz Barganzo, what's next? Your daily dose, common sense, facts, and salt. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Tuesday. And of course, not the usual setup. We're just going to jump right into the story. Governor Gavin Newsom of the great state of California. Yes, that wonderful state. It's beautiful beaches, you know, Hollywood, LA, glamour, glitz, shit on the streets, homelessness, illegals running around, broke-assness, but facts. Anyway, he decided to run around the country, promoting his book that no one's going to read, and also possibly running for president, when not really for president, but he may, we just don't know. More than likely he will. So he stops by in Atlanta to talk in front of a group of black voters. Let's see. How can I get them to kiss my ass? I know. I'm just like you speech. I'm just like you. I can't read or write, and I got shitty SAT scores, and I don't know what a computer is. That'll reach him. Of course it will. And here we go. This coming out of Breitbart. John Nolte. Newsom tells black audience, "I'm like you, 960 SAT scores. I can't read." Wow. Governor Gavin Newsom, D for racist, of course he is, basically told a group of black voters in Georgia, "Vote for me, I'm stupid just like you." While out promoting his autobiography and his likely 28th presidential campaign, Newsom started out with the usual pandering on Democrats and employers with black voters, then quickly devolved into the kind of racist condensation that we've seen from modern-day Democrats, reaching back to when they created the Jim Crow South. This is really something.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just trying to impress upon you. I'm like you. I'm no better than you. I'm a 960 SAT guy. and I'm not trying to offend anyone, trying to act all there if you got 940. But literally a 960 SAT guy. I cannot, you've never seen me read a speech because I cannot read a speech.
Let that sink in. Fucking A, man.
Maybe the wrong business to be in.
Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. The highest possible SAT score is 1600, and you need 400 just for signing your name. And here Newsom is slowing his speech, talking in bite-sized pieces and saying to black voters, "I'm just like you, I had a lousy SAT score, and I have trouble reading." That is what honestly thinks of black people. He does. And that's what Democrats think of you as well. That's what he thinks when he sees black people. He sees a dumb, uneducated underclass. It's not that if you know anything about the modern-day Democratic Party. Rap superstar Nicki Minaj tore into Newsom. Quote, "His way of bonding with black people is to tell him how stupid he is and he can't read." She wrote on X, "He's not just telling you that he's probably stupid and probably can't read. He's literally slowing down his speech to make them understand the words that are coming out of his mouth." Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth? Quote the great Chris Tucker. The corporate media and Democrats, I repeat myself, but will do their best to spin it away. I can already see Abby Phillips of CNN saying, "Newsom was obviously relating to and showing empathy to everyone who's forgotten and left behind in a racist country." Whatever. The problem for Newsom is that it's not 2009 anymore. That clip will never stop haunting him and his tailor-made 30-second campaign ad. There's also no way for him to apologize. What Governor Glib is going to say, "I realize now all black people aren't dumb." In just 1 week, we've had two of the Democratic Party's top 28 presidential contenders crash and burn in spectacular ways. First, there was Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez lighting herself on fire in Berlin, and now we have Newsom looking to relate to black voters through bragging about being an underachiever. racism aside. There's also sweaty phoniness. Newsom is a child of privilege, running around pretending different would never fly. Mitt Romney tried to do that as well, and look where it got him. Alternatively, Donald Trump embraced his massive wealth and success. Trump is who he is, and that authenticity went a long way towards his unequal success in politics. Newsom is not only peddling racism, but he also looks ridiculous pretending to be something he's obviously not. I just wanted to jump right into this because Newsom is such a fake. He's such a phony ass wannabe. I'm whoever you want me to be. Let's see. Let's take a page and a trip into the way back. Let's go way, way, way back. Remember when Hillary Clinton, I got no time to be, she went into her southern drawl, when she was running against Barack Obama. I got no time for this. And then you had, of course, the wonderful Vice President Kamala Harris doing her flavor of the week. No matter what city she was in, the accent, the tone changed, because I had to speak down to these people. Not speak on equal turn, not equal leveling here. Down to them. So this is what the Democrats do over and over and over again. Now, at the very end of this comment by John Nolte, he says it perfectly. The thing is that with Trump never pretended to be something that he wasn't. He never tried to hide his wealth. He never tried to hide his massive popularity. He fed upon it. He said, hey, guess what? Yeah, I'm a guy of privilege. Yeah, my father was rich and accumulated massive amounts of wealth through business. And here I am. Being wealthy is not a curse. There are people who are very wealthy in this country, very wealthy on this planet, Elon Musk, who actually use their money for good, who actually create jobs, who actually make a difference. Like Gavin Newsom, who tries to be a fake and a clown, who basically says, hey, yeah, you know what? I'm just like you. I scored a 960 on my SAT scores. Even though there is an article of him in 1991 of child of the privileged, or child of the elite, or children of the elite. I think I forgot the actual name of the article, but Google it. But at the end of the day, he's an ass clown. He's a fake. He's a pathetic, little dweeb. That's what he is. So I'm just like you. While everybody in California, have their mask on and standing 6 feet apart and, and stayed in your houses and didn't go to church, but the liquor stores were open, didn't go to church, couldn't go to school. But you had the governor at a fancy restaurant eating fancy food, just living it up, with a glass of Chardonnay in his hand and saying, let all the dweebs die. That's how he was. And that's who he is. Dude, don't pretend to be anything you're not. Just be who you are. A piece of shit. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And we'll see you next time. Peace.